Last time we were studying the first chapter of your chemistry book, and in that we were studying types of chemical reaction, in which the two types, combination reaction and decomposition reaction, I explained in my previous videos. Now the next type of reactions are displacement reactions. Two types of displacement reactions are there. One is single displacement reaction and the next is double displacement reaction, which I will explain in my next video. But before understanding the displacement reaction, you must know the reactivity series and you must learn that reactivity series. Now, what is reactivity series? Reactivity series is the arrangement of the metals and non-metals in a particular way, so that in a particular way, so that you can know which element is more reactive and which is less reactive. That is why we called it reactivity series, because the metals or the elements are arranged in form of their reactivity. So when I write it here, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold, I have written potassium at the top and gold at the bottom. That means potassium is the most reactive metal and gold is the least reactive metal. So the elements which are on the higher side are the more reactive, and are on the lower side are the less reactive less reactive metals. Similarly, there is a table for the non-metals as well: fluorine, chlorine, oxygen, bromine, iodine, sulfur, phosphorus. Now you must learn this series in the similar way to know whether the displacement or the double displacement reaction will take place or how it takes place. Okay, so first of all you must learn this reactivity series. Now we move on to displacement reaction. Now what are displacement reaction? Single displacement reaction. Single displacement reaction is a chemical reaction in which I give you the notes, in which I wrote one element replaces the other element in a compound. Okay, this is right, but you can more precisely write is as in which a more reactive element replaces the less reactive element in a compound. Now what does more reactive means? More reactive means the elements which are on the above level from the other compound. ठीक है ना? So if I have write here zinc and aluminium, so we will compare these two. Zinc is here and aluminium is here. Aluminium is above the zinc in reactivity series. That means aluminium is more reactive and zinc is less reactive than aluminium. Aluminium is more reactive than zinc. Now we move on to displacement reaction, in which a more reactive element replaces the less reactive element in a compound. Now for example, we have a metal A and we have a compound B dot C, where B is a metal. ठीक है, a metal will always replace by a metal also. ठीक है, अभी explain कर देंगे बाद में. A is a metal, B dot C is a compound in which B is a metal. Now for example, we say A is more reactive than B. What will happen? If A is more reactive than B, it will replace the B from its place and makes a compound A dot C, and B will left alone. ठीक है, for example, ठीक है. Now this is the displacement reaction. In the above simplest form equation, you can see that B of the compound B dot C is replaced by A and hence formed a compound A dot C. Now if A replaces the B, that means A was more reactive than B, or you can say B was less reactive than A. ठीक है, तो जो ज्यादा रिएक्टिव कंपाउंड जो ज्यादा रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट है वो एक कम रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट को रिप्लेस कर देगा. अगर ए कम रिएक्टिव होता बी से तो ये रिएक्शन नहीं होती. अंडरस्टूड? अ मोर रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट विल रिप्लेस द लेस रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट. नाउ there are some other example also. For example, there is a activity mentioned here. For example, you have taken a test tube. In the test tube you put copper sulfate. Copper sulfate initially is of blue color, है ना? Now you have added a iron nail in it. Iron is Fe, है ना? which is basically shiny. Iron nail जैसा new एक iron nail होता है without rusting. तो इट इज ऑफ ग्रेइश शाइनी कलर, है ना। आपने उसको डाल दिया टेस्ट ट्यूब में और उसको छोड़ दिया आधा 1 घंटे के लिए. आफ्टर सम टाइम you will take out the nail and observe that the color of the liquid, which was initially blue, turns into green. An iron nail, which was initially of shinish color, turns into a little of brownish color. So what actually happens here? Initially we have CuSO4, we add iron in it. Now from reactivity series, you can see that iron is at the above level from the copper. आयरन जो है वो कॉपर से ऊपर है रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज में. दैट मीन्स आयरन इज मोर रिएक्टिव देन कॉपर. नाउ व्हाट हैड हैपन हियर, बिकॉज आयरन वाज मोर रिएक्टिव देन कॉपर, तो क्या हो गया, आयरन ने कॉपर को रिप्लेस कर दिया और आयरन सल्फेट बना करके कॉपर को अलग कर दिया. जो ब्राउनिश कलर इस पर आया था वो कॉपर डिपॉजिट के कारण आया था, है ना. ठीक है, कॉपर सल्फेट से जो कॉपर था वो आयरन नेल के ऊपर डिपॉजिट हुआ और आयरन नेल का जो आयरन था वो उसने सल्फेट के साथ मिलकर के फिर आयरन सल्फेट बना लिया. ठीक है, अदर एग्जांपल आई आल्सो हैव गिवन यू. सेम कॉपर सल्फेट सॉल्यूशन के साथ हमने एक बार आयरन से रिएक्ट करवाया, जो मैंने आपको अभी एक्टिविटी समझाया. नाउ वी मेक इट रिएक्ट विद मैग्नीशियम, zinc and aluminium. In all of these three, magnesium, zinc and aluminium, you can see that magnesium, aluminium, zinc and then there is Cu at the bottom, है ना. तो ये तीनों जो हैं these are more reactive than copper. तो what will happen, these three will also replace the copper from the copper sulfate and make their own sulfate. यानी मैग्नीशियम ने कॉपर सल्फेट में कॉपर को रिप्लेस करके मैग्नीशियम सल्फेट बनाया. जिंक रिप्लेसेस द कॉपर फ्रॉम द कॉपर सल्फेट एंड फॉर्म्स द जिंक सल्फेट. एल्यूमिनियम रिप्लेसेस द copper from copper sulfate and makes aluminium.